The Tent of El. The parabolic pantomime of the Passover Parable is a powerful parabolic statement of God's purpose in becoming incarnate in the person of Jesus Christ. But I have only sketched its basic outlines. In parabolically leading the sons of Israel out of Egypt, through the Sea of Reeds, and onto the mountain of God, God made one simple but powerful statement in the symbolic language of the religion that every Egyptian knew and understood. When Israel, my firstborn son, dies, it is he, not your Pharaoh, who will triumph over death, hell, and the grave, to attain to the resurrection from the dead. And after he is resurrected, my son will declare his triumph over death by ascending from the mountain of God to become King of heaven. The only part of this summarizing statement that remains to be shown is how Jesus Christ came to be corporate Israel, the firstborn Son of God. I have already explained how that is in the first volume in the Resurrection Theology series, Not All Israel is Israel. To this point, I have dealt briefly with just a few of the parabolic images that God used to teach the sons of Israel who came out of Egypt about himself and his plan of salvation. Those parabolic images were taken from ancient Egyptian beliefs concerning the resurrection of the dead. But when the sons of Israel reached Mount Sinai, God began to correct the mistaken beliefs of this religion, as well as their erroneous assumptions concerning himself as the Canaanite god El. Through Moses, God taught the sons of Israel the requirements that must be met if they intended to enter the resurrection. He did so not just with symbolic imagery taken from Egyptian religion, but also with symbolic imagery taken from Canaanite religion. One of the most powerful of all the parabolic images he used was the tabernacle. God had already identified himself to the patriarchs as the Canaanite god El Shaddai, but at Mount Sinai he began to teach the sons of Israel more about himself as the one true God, the God he revealed himself to be through the name Yahweh or Jehovah. The Canaanites believed the god El lived in a tent on the mountain of God, a tent in which the assembly of the gods met. Therefore, God told Moses to construct a tent, a tabernacle, if you will, like the one he saw on the mountain. Exodus chapter 26, verse 30, my translation. You must erect the tabernacle according to its design that was shown you on the mountain. It is clear that God intended the sons of Israel to view this tent as the equivalent of the tent of the Canaanite god El, in which the assembly of the gods met. It is even called the tent of meeting. The Hebrew or Canaanite term translated meeting in this phrase is the same term used to describe the meeting of the gods in the tent of El's mountain in the Ugaritic literature from Ra Shamra. But the tent of meeting is only one of the many parabolic symbols in the Old Testament that God used to communicate his parabolic message to the sons of Israel. When fully understood, the parabolic message he communicated through Moses describes in amazing detail the person and work of Jesus Christ, the true Israel and firstborn Son of God. I will show you how in future volumes of the Resurrection Theology series.